I would like to thank Coco 2005 for sending me this story that is coming out of Port Orchard, Washington, where you have this man by the name of Gabriel Gaeta, who was just sentenced 40 years to life in prison for the rape and murder of a 6-year-old girl. So, and I'm looking through the article, and it's sick. It's absolutely sick. Let me go ahead and just read it. It says, a man who raped, killed, and buried a 6-year-old Birmingham girl in a mud bog in 2014 has been sentenced to a minimum of 40 years in prison. That's just the minimum. That means that that's the lowest he'll ever get. He can't go any lower than that. Now, if y'all don't know what a mud bog is, I didn't know what it was either until I just looked it up. A mud bog is basically, you know how those people, they drive on those trucks and it's like tracks of mud and dirt and mud water and everything like that. You won't, let's put it this way, you probably wouldn't know about it because you won't find a lot of black people or any black people doing this. It's mostly a white people thing. And they basically make a track with water and dirt to make mud. And it's like muddy water. That's what a mud bog is. So he basically buried her in like a watery grave. You can kind of say that, so to speak. A Superior Court Judge, Jennifer A. Forbes, read the ruling Monday in a Kitsap County courtroom nearly 4 years after the girl's horrific death. Gabriel Gaeta pleaded guilty in February to first-degree murder with sexual motivation and child rape in the death of Janice Wright. On Monday, the Wright family read several letters during court describing the heartbreaking loss of Janice. The court also heard from Gaeta's mother, who also described the boy she knew. At the time of his arrest, Gaeta was a 17-year-old who was going to be a senior at Olympic High School, and Janice was his neighbor. The judge concluded that Gaeta did not have a fully developed brain when he committed the crime. Good Lord. He was 17. This is their way of trying to throw in that whole mental illness crap. It says he did not have a fully developed brain when he committed the crime, and that she was required by law to take into account the Miller factors, which take into account the maturity level of the suspect. Those factors include a person's childhood, life experience, degree of responsibility, and probability of rehabilitation. The judge accepted the plea agreement, which called for 40 years to life in prison for the murder charge of 123 months. Murder charge and 123 months for the rape charge, which can be served concurrently. Well, it looks like that whole little spill still didn't work for him. I mean, it seemed like in that case, he might as well have not even gone the mental illness route. He might as well just say, I did it. Because it looks to me, even by him going the mental illness route or whatever they tried to get on him or to put on him, it wasn't going to work out for him anyway. He apologized Monday in court, saying he wished he could make amends and he doesn't know why he did it. Of course you know why you did it. You're a fucking savage. Janice was last seen alive on the night of August 2nd, 2014 at her home in East Bremerton Mobile Home Park. Her parents called police August 3rd with reports of her disappearance, sparking a massive 5-day search until her body was found in a wooded area not far from the home. Court documents said she had been sexually assaulted and died from blunt force trauma to the head with possible strangulation. She was then buried in a mud bog. Gaeta was arrested Saturday, August 9, 2014 at his home after investigators found forensic evidence that linked him to the crime. Authorities arrested Gaeta in August 2014, but in 2017, in February, he was found incompetent to stand trial. He was treated at Western State Hospital and was later found to be competent. I bet he wishes he was still found incompetent. Well, he better not drop the soap. And he's going to have to guard that. He's going to have to guard himself for the next 40 or more years. Because he's never getting out. Well, this is excuse me. But this is what should happen to all rapists, especially to all child rapists. But all rapists nonetheless. This guy murdered this child, raped her, and buried her in something that's used for trucks to run over for entertainment purposes. And then tried to claim he was mentally ill and his brain wasn't fully developed at the age of 17. Whenever I have to read these articles and these news stories and it comes across with this mental illness bullshit when it comes to them, I just shake my head and it's like I don't even want to read anymore, but I'm afraid if I don't, I might miss something important. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. I'll talk to you in the next one.